carried out to curb illegal oil activities and deny economic saboteurs freedom of action in carrying out their nefarious activities. In the last 2 weeks, considerable achievements were recorded in the various theaters of operation. However, this is a brief summary of our operational efforts in the various theaters that yielded significant results from 29 July to 12 August 2021. Operation Hadinkai. The headquarters of Operation Hadinkai has intensified its operation in the Northeast Theater. The intensity of these operations has yielded tremendous results, as evidenced in the number of casualties and massive surrender of terrorists in Buniyari, Gorgori, Baga, and Monguno towns, as well as Maiduguri Baga Road, Maiduguri Damboa Road, Bulayobe, Dar el Jamel, amongst others. Other operations were carried out at Kayamari, Meirari villages, as well as Monguno and Kukawa towns, all in Borno State. Cumulatively, the operations led to the neutralization of 27 Boko Haram and ISWAP fighters, arrest of 51 Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province terrorists, 3 terrorists collaborators, as well as 35 assorted arms and 1,051 rounds of ammunition, including AK-47, FN rifles, Duska anti-aircraft guns, general purpose machine guns, mortar tubes, amongst others. In addition, 29 abducted civilians were rescued within the period under review. Gentlemen of the press, no fewer than 1,000 terrorists and their families, comprising adult females, children, surrendered to own troops at different locations in the Northeast. Notable among them are the notorious Boko Haram terrorist bomb expert named Musa Adamu, aka Mala Musa Abuja, and his deputy Usman Adamu, aka Abu Dauda. This has in no small measure depleted the Boko Haram terrorist fighting capabilities. Now we look at Operation Hadarin Daji. On 31st July, there were distress calls from some local areas on cattle rustling and kidnapping incidents, and bandit attacks on farmers at various places in the northwest. Some of these places are Bagida village in Sokoto State, Shinkafi in Zamfara, Megora, Falali, Ngwandudu villages, as well as Kankara, Katsina State. In all these incidents, troops repelled the criminals, rescued farmers, and kidnapped victims, as well as recovered arms, ammunition, and some livestock, while some criminal elements were arrested. Cumulatively, a total of 89 livestock, 5 AK-47, 3 rounds of 9mm ball ammunition, and 48 rounds of 7.62 NATO specific ammunition were recovered, and also 4 kidnapped victims were rescued. Furthermore, 2 notorious cattle rustlers named Malam Buba Umar from Niger Republic and Hansi Ibrahim from Gada local government area of Sokoto State, as well as 4 other armed bandits and drug peddlers, were arrested. Between the 2nd and 6th August, the air component of Operation Hadarin Daji carried out intensive airstrikes also on bandits' hideouts at the south of Dansadao town, north of Koyambana Forest, as well as Subobu Forest and Dudufi village in Farul district in Maradun local government area of Zamfara State. The airstrikes resulted in destruction of bandit structures, including their residences, and particularly one of their leaders, Halil Tubali, whom the bandits were converging for a meeting. The airstrikes, in conjunction with ground troops, dealt serious assault on them and neutralized no fewer than 123 bandits and also the destruction of their logistic facilities. Look at Operation Safe Haven. The troops of Operation Safe Haven carried out rescue operations in different locations, and one particularly was where two Fulani herdsmen were rescued at Maralaban Tifa town, while two kidnapped victims at Ongwan Ayaba district in Nasarawa State and one along Tahos Sub Road in Plateau State were rescued. Additionally, in its quest to solve the problem on the plateau, the Theater of Operation carried out some civil military cooperation activities. On 29 July, Operation Safe Haven donated exercise books and other writing materials to students of Pilot Science Secondary School at Bunga Mangu local government area and Government Secondary School, Zango, in Zango Kata local government area of Kaduna State. Furthermore, in Barkin Ladi local government area, he distributed 45 wheelchairs to physically challenged persons as part of its non-kinetic approach towards achieving peace in the North Central Zone. Furthermore, troops held peace and security meetings with community heads, youth leaders, and other critical stakeholders at Emir Palace in Wasa local government area and Jengari Town in Basa local government area of Plateau State. All are aimed at discussing security challenges in the general area. Now we look at Operation Wild Stroke. Between 5th and 8th August 2021, troops carried out raid operations and responded to distress calls at Mokporo, Agbegodo community in Ado local government area, and also on bandit hideouts at Zakibiam in Ukum local government area of Benue State, as well as the Gerindogo village in Lao local government area and Lao Jalingo Road, Taraba State. The operations led to the destruction of bandit hideouts, arrest of 8 bandits including their informants, and also rescue of some kidnapped victims. Items recovered in the course of these operations include 6 AK-47 rifles, 1 SMG rifle, 2 pistols, 66 rounds of 7.62 ammunition, among other items. Within the same period, troops also held peace meetings with community heads, youth leaders, and other stakeholders at different locations, including Udugbero community in Agatu local government area of Benue State and Igumale town in Otuko local government area in Benue State also. It also held peace meeting at Girigi community in Dobere Council Ward in Taraba State. Issues discussed centered on sustainable peace, prevention of communal clashes, and indiscriminate farm destruction by herders, and other security challenges in the state. Now we look at Operation Delta Safe. Within the period in focus, troops of Operation Delta Safe conducted a series of anti-illegal oil operations in the south-south geopolitical zone of the country. These operations were conducted at Orutoru area in Bayelsa State and Adamakiri villages in Boni local government area. Also, Udeada community in Andoni local government area of Rivers State, Opuebubo Creek in Wari local government of Delta State. These led to discovery and deactivation of several illegal refining sites with a total of 21 ovens, 12 dugout pits, 58 metal storage tanks laden with a total of 2.329 million liters of illegally refined automated gas oil and 2.19 million liters of stolen crude oil, as well as 2 boilers and 750 bags of illegal refined oil products. During this operation, own troops recovered 1 speedboat, 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 FN rifle, 3 smoke gun rifles, 12 fabricated rocket propelled grenades, 263 live cartridges, 20 rounds of 7.62mm ammo, and 7.62mm special ammunition, among other items. Now we look at secessionist activities in the Southeast Zone. Within the period under review, security forces ambushed and neutralized 6 independent people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network members who were involved in the killing of a district police officer at Omuma Town in Olu East local government area of Imo State, and arrested 3 of them in the process. Furthermore, security forces, following credible intelligence report, arrested 1 Eastern Security Network member named Obunneki Gabriel at Umweli, Amaraku Town, in Isialambano local government area of Imo State. The criminal was in possession of heavy arms and ammunition during the arrest. Relatedly, troops raided the Eastern Security Network members' hideout at Amechi Dodo community in Kano local government area of Enugu State, and Nunguzueda in Afiko local government area of Ebonyi State. During the operations, 1 commander was neutralized and another apprehended. Cumulatively, a total of 6 independent people of West Biafra and Eastern Security Network members were neutralized, and 13 criminal elements were arrested by armed troops and other security forces operating in the zone within the period. Troops also recovered a total of 19 AK-47 rifles, 2 single-barrel Dane guns, 1 G3 assault rifle, and 3 locally made pistols. Other items recovered were 30 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition, 3 daggers, and 1 locally made double-barrel pistol loaded with 10 rounds of cartridges were all recovered in the course of the operations. Gentlemen of the press, the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies have and will continue to remain committed to fighting all forms of criminality until sustainable peace is achieved in our dear country. The Military High Command appreciates the enormous sacrifices of our troops in the various theaters of operation. It salutes their courage, service, and commitment to the nation. The Military High Command also appreciates the general public and you, the members of the press, for the enormous support given to the armed forces of Nigeria in the various operations being carried out. You are further encouraged to continue to provide credible and timely information that will facilitate our proactive engagement in all the theaters of operation.